everyone, it's your friend Thinknoodles, and welcome to Ask Think episode number 112 for Monday, July 28th, 2014. And guys, well, first of all, I want to say thank you to all of you guys because I hit 300,000 subscribers last week, and I know I've probably said that a million times on every single video that I've made in the last couple of days, but it's really exciting for me, and I want to thank you all for that first. So thank you from the very start. Now let's get to the question I asked you guys last week, and it was, what's your favorite restaurant? And I got a lot of different responses. Some were more popular than others, and here are a few. The first one is from Rebecca Steve AJ, and her favorite restaurant is Benihana's. And if you guys don't know, that's a teppanyaki place where they cook in front of you, and I love that place as well. Now, the most popular answer was McDonald's, and some people were like, well, duh, obviously. And I actually didn't even consider that people would choose fast food places, but that was super popular. The second most popular one is another fast food place here in the US, and it is Chipotle. I don't think they have them outside, but it's sort of like, it's not really fast food like a burger joint like McDonald's or Burger King. For those of you guys outside of the US and don't know what Chipotle is, it's Mexican food, but it's not, they package it right in front of you, so it's not like, you know, pre-made stuff. So it is pretty cool. It's fairly fresh ingredients and everything too. Danielle Sorbara says Five Guys, and I love Five Guys myself. And then Cesar Penalosa says, I don't know if In-N-Out counts as a restaurant, but yeah, In-N-Out is my favorite. And whenever I go to the West Coast or to one of the few states that has In-N-Out, I always go. Avery Hurd said their favorite restaurant is the Magic Time Machine. I've never heard of this place, but check it out. The workers are dressed up as movie characters, and they've seen G.I. Joe and Flynn Rider from Tangled, which is awesome. I had no idea there was such a place. Domi Lego 4 was really the only person that answered Republic, and I was surprised because I was expecting a lot of people to say this. And no, they were the only one that said Republic, and if you want to know the reference, well, you know, maybe check my website, but no, truthfully, it's kind of how I got my username, because their slogan was is Thinknoodles, and then I took the two words, stuck them together, made a username, and there you go. Luis Gomez says his favorite restaurant is Buffalo Wild Wings because of all the good spicy sauce, and you know, I love it too, and I had it a little while ago, maybe it was back in March. Right before our friend's wedding, and well, right before the rehearsal dinner, and the wedding was the next day, and man, I got too spicy of wings, and let's just say I paid for it for the next full day. It really did a number on my stomach. Sneaky Ninja Gamer 47 says Golden Corral because it has noodles, and he spelled it wrong, but I know what you're talking about. And that's one of my wife's favorite restaurants. We don't have any around here, but whenever we go to a place that has one, we always have to go because she loves their dinner rolls. I know it's a weird thing, but she loves them. D'Angelo NC says, I'm kind of new in town and what my favorite restaurant? Well, my favorite restaurant, let me ask one of my, but I don't have any friends. Oh, well, I'm sure that you'll make friends in no time and have a favorite restaurant as well. Gracie Ann Spats TV says, I like Joe's Crab Shack. I will eat all the crab with my weapons of mass destruction. And I've never been to one of those, but my wife's cousin has, and he loves it too. Eris Play MC says his favorite restaurant is Kobe's Noodle Factory, and the only thing on the menu is noodle soup, and every bowl of noodle soup comes with a free copy or Furtiscare. That's awesome. Daniel Baker said his favorite restaurant would be 7-Eleven. They sell delicious quality motor oil from Iraq, and it really keeps me going. Vroom vroom. I think Daniel Baker is a car. The next couple of people say that their favorite restaurant is Olive Garden, and I've eaten at Olive Garden. I think we have two in the city, but I've never eaten at those. But little known fact, my first date with my wife was at an Olive Garden. Now, one of the things about New York is there are a million restaurants. I mean, not a million, but a lot. And I had to think really hard about what my favorite one is. And because it changes, you know, I'll be in the mood for something and we'll eat it a few times, and then we'll switch to something else. But one that is always on the list as something that I would go to any time is this little Japanese sushi place. Down, well, obviously Japanese sushi, duh, but it's down in Soho, and it's called Tomoe, and it is just, it's not fancy or anything like that. I think their cleanliness rating is a B, in fact, but it doesn't matter. We've been eating there for years and years, and always really good fish. All right, now for the questions, and before we get to them, don't forget to leave your question in the comments below so I can have something to answer next week. Remember, only one question per comment, but you can leave as many comments as you like. Also, if the comments on this Ask Think are closed, go to the most recent Ask Think and ask your question there. Now, on to the questions, and the first one is from Sarah Gao, and she says, "You didn't forget about the road to Captain Thinknoodles, did you?" No? Maybe? Yeah, I did. It's just because, you know, the Tropica Islands come out so infrequently. I'm in a rush to beat it, then I'm in a rush to get the walkthrough out, and then I'm like, and I take a break, and then I forget that I actually did it. So yeah, I'll get that out to you guys. Maybe, but then there's 2 tomorrow. Maybe today. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe 2 or 3 videos today. We'll see. I'll definitely have a second video for you guys today. Might actually. You know what? I'm gonna put it. Actually, I'll take it back. No, I didn't forget about the road to Captain Thinknoodles. What are you talking about? I published it 2 hours ago. Cause I'm gonna go and do that after this. Ninja Man 207 says, "Hey, Think, when I saw this video in your uploads playlist, I said this video might be inappropriate. Why is that?" I have no idea, and I actually want to ask you guys, I don't know, post a comment and let me know if this happened to you as well. But don't just say yes, me too. Actually, post in the comments, yes, I got the inappropriate warning as well. Because that should never happen on any of my videos, and I want to know why. And if that's happening on this video or other videos, I need to talk to someone at my my network manager, because that shouldn't happen on any of my videos, and it means that people are flagging my videos as inappropriate to do something mean to me, and I need to get that taken care of. Blue Shadow RP asks, "Think, how often do you reply to people's comments?" Well, every day. On Ask Think, not very often. Because I know that people, if it's a comment that I want to reply to, I'm going to reply to it on the next video. So I don't actually usually reply directly to the comments on Ask Think very often, but on my other videos, I do a lot. But then again, there are thousands of comments every day, and I may reply to only, you know, 30 or 40 per day. So yeah, it may seem like not very often, but I do. Zach Roach asks, "If you were to write an autobiography of yourself when you're super famous, what would you call it?" Let's see. Well, I'm having a hard time coming up with the actual title. Maybe just Thinknoodle. I mean, the title, the first word of it, but it could be just Thinknoodles and then colon, Ramblings of a Silly Noodle or something like that, because I feel like if I were to write an autobiography, it would be just a bunch of rambling. Sushmita Debnath asks, "Did you think of the price of your t-shirts? Cause they are pretty expensive." No, the way that Spreadshirt works is I upload the graphics and place them on the t-shirt and then click sell or whatever, or publish or something like that, and it puts it into the shop, and then Spreadshirt sells it, and I don't collect any money off of it. I set the what do you call it? The commission to 0, because that's not why I make the t-shirts. I make the t-shirts for you guys. And also, if you wear them, your friend might ask you about it and say, "Hey, what's that?" It's, "Oh, it's Thinknoodles." And then they go and watch me. And then you know, that makes me happy that I have more fans. It's not about making money off of you guys from the t-shirts at all. And unfortunately, I have no control over the pricing because Spreadshirt manages all of the printing. They manage all the shipping. They manage everything. And the only thing I can do is say, so if the price of a t-shirt is like $18, I think is $17.95, something like that. I could set like a commission of $5 on a t-shirt, which would what it would do is make the price $22.95 because Spreadshirt still takes their original price. So no, I can't set the prices and I can't set them any lower, and I wish that I could. Hobbit Lovely Club Penguin says, "Hi Think, who's your favorite author?" And sorry if this was asked in a previous Ask Think. I'm not updated on the current Ask Thinks. Well, you know, I was thinking about this the other day, and you know, I love the Hunger Games, I love the Divergent series and all that stuff, but if I really had to think hard about my favorite series and favorite author, it's J.K. Rowling. The Bombarder of the Core, wait, are you trying to blow up the server? Asks, how did you put your icon in the upper right of your videos? That's just in my YouTube panel. It's like, I think, in video programming or something like that. And it has a little thing where it says upload an avatar. So I uploaded my avatar, and then it asks how long you want to put on the video. And I think I have it for the first 30 seconds or so. And yeah, that's just part of YouTube. A Games asks, does either you or your wife smoke, and what's your opinion on any kind of smoking? Well, no, neither of us smoke, and neither of us, gosh, if I go to a place where people are smoking, I mean, in fact, and a lot of people in New York smoke, and it bothers me so much because, first of all, I have asthma, and it does affect my asthma. But you know, I'll be waiting. The one that bothers me the most is I'll be waiting. My wife will go into the grocery store, and I'll be standing outside with Kobe because Kobe's not allowed in grocery stores, and you know, we're just minding our own business. You know, I'm petting her, people are petting her, and then of course someone will just, you know, stand literally right next to us. I mean, there's a whole huge sidewalk, right? They'll stand literally right next to you and light a cigarette and start smoking and just blowing the smoke in your face. And I'm just, oh, it is like a huge, oh, it's such a pet peeve. Drives me nuts because, you know, you could go anywhere, but you have to stand right next to us. And, just, yeah, so we always walk away when that happens. Natalie DeRosa asks, Think, why did you stop making Kobe videos like the Kobe Loves Noodles and Stubborn Kobe Mops the Floor, etc.? Well, you know, sometimes, I mean, she does funny stuff all the time. I just don't think of it. Although I did kind of teach her a little bit of a new trick. I taught her how to fish. So I might do a video on that. Nova Cat asks, is there something you wish you were better at? Yes, I wish I had better time management and that I could get through things faster. You know, or maybe time management, and I mean, I want to say less focus on the details, but then it would decrease the quality of my work. But I get so focused, like especially for Things Lab, I'll say, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to do this, you know, general idea. And then I go in and start building, and then I get distracted because I'll be like, okay, I gotta do this, Oh, you know, it'd be really cool if I added that. And oh, you know what? But I should probably put that, and oh, you know, maybe an item for it. And I start getting really involved with all the tiny little details. And then like 3 hours later, I'm like, oh man, that was, you know, I've got hardly any time left to record and edit. But yeah, that's really what it is, time management and prioritizing the important things first. The infamous Ian asks, have you played Grand Theft Auto 5? Well, I pre-ordered it and it came to my house on the day it was released. I think I got it for Xbox. I can't quite remember. But I actually never opened it. It's still sitting on top of my, well, actually, yeah, it's sitting in a drawer underneath my Xbox, and it's still in the plastic. I thought I might play it, but I don't know. I'd rather play other games, and you know, it's, yeah. And it's highly inappropriate, and there was no way that I could record it for you guys even if I did like it. So I felt like, oh man, if I really like this game and then I spend a whole bunch of time playing it and I'm not making content for all my subscribers, it's not fair and all that stuff. So nope, haven't played it. Taylor Watkins asks, what is your favorite Minecraft parody? I mean, there's so many of them, but if I have to think of the one that I like the most, it is Captain Sparkle's Take Back the Night. Just awesome. The music is original. The animation is out of this world. Thomas Justin says, hey, Mr. Thinky Noodly, I have a question for you. There's an invention that people find rather useless. A fan attached chopstick so you can cool your noodles down. Link in the bottom of the comment. Would you find it useful because you love noodles? I mean, you know, here's the thing. I mean, I kind of, but then how do you really cool down soup with a fan? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I guess, but I feel like with the fan attached to the chopsticks, it might balance them funny, but it is quite inventive. NovaCat says, hey, Think, I must ask you a question. How often do you shave? Kobe? I never shave Kobe. No, I'm just kidding. You mean my face, right? Every day. Natalie DeRosa asks another hygiene-related question. It's, do you brush your teeth twice a day? Hopefully. No. Well, the reason I say that is because, yes, always twice a day, and sometimes, depending on where we're going and what time of day it is, 3 times a day as well. Cow Chow Studio said, would you ever skydive? And if you would, what altitude would you do it from and where? I would love to go skydiving. I've always wanted to go. My dad as well. But I'm not sure my wife would let me. Zowie MC asks, have you ever ridden a bike around New York City before? No. And the reason is not because I don't know how, well, one reason is because I don't have a bike, but we have city bikes now and I could rent one, but riding a bike in Manhattan is incredibly dangerous. The only time I would ride a bike around New York City is if I was sure that I wasn't sharing the road with any cars. So it would be in a park or on a bike path that was separated from the cars and not like a bike path on the side of the road. It needed to be separated from the cars by a median because I've seen way too many bikers get hit by cars. Jess Markwell asked, have you ever been to Comic-Con? I've been to the New York one a couple of years ago. Sebastian Laranaga asks, hey, Think, what web browser do you use to play Pop Tropica? I use Google Chrome pretty much 99% of the time for everything. Jane Seifong asks, have you ever cried at a movie, and if so, which one? Yes, I have for sure, but the one that stands out the most, by far, is Marley and Me. That movie, I had no idea. I'd never read the book. I did not know what was going to happen at the end. They billed it as a comedy, and all of the previews made it look funny and stuff. And then that ending, I mean, it crushed me. Oh my goodness. That, seriously, the saddest I've ever been in a movie. Tanner Hubbard asks, can you please stick to your recording schedule? Think, Noodle on. I think I do. The recording schedule that I have my About page, I match it every single day exactly. What I may suggest, and maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but, or maybe it's your time zone. Could be your time zone. But anyway, I always stick to it. And if you're having trouble, you're not seeing some of them, like maybe one day is missing, you may want to come to my channel and check because I do publish the videos exactly as my recording schedule says. And you may not be getting it in your subscriber feed. Nuclear Toxic asks, are you getting the Minecon cape and will you give away a free one this year too? Please answer. Yes, I will, and yes, I will. I mean, it might be really hard to get tickets, but whether or not I end up going to Minecon, which, seeing as it's in Europe, I don't think I'll be going. However, I will try my best to get tickets, and I will get a Minecon cape and, again, give away a free one to one of you guys as well. Mr. Zanvan98 says, Justin, why did you tell me things levels in 1.7? I embarrassed myself by being in 2 of them in boxers just because my skin is made for 1.8 and my clothes are on the 2nd layer. Well, you know, mods are, there are no mods for 1.8. So, most of the mods are in 1.7.2. Some of them are in 1.7.10 now. But most are in 1.7.2, which don't support the new skin. And yes, I did notice you running around in your boxers. The Blue Penguin says, hey, Think, I'm still wondering how Dave can talk to you in ThinkSlab. Is it all editing, or is he programmed to talk to you? Or if there's another way, I don't know what then. Well, it depends. If it is one of those dialogues where it goes back and forth on the screen where I click, that is from the custom NPCs mod, and it is programmed that way. However, if it's just over his head, what I do is I kind of have an idea of what we're going to be doing in the lab. I don't know exactly what I'm going to say, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to make him say, but I know what the theme of the video is going to be. And so I go in and I talk to him almost like he's going to talk back. And then afterward, I put the text in that matches the questions I asked him. The next few people ask about explosions in Think's lab, especially with that hydrogen bomb creeper, and I don't rebuild them, of course. I may pretend to or play like I do. However, what I do is before any explosion, just in case something happens too, like the recording goes wrong or Minecraft crashes or whatever, I always make a backup of everything first. They're all over the place, but I probably have a dozen different backups of Think's lab. Taco Man 002MC says, in the mod reviews, why do you show us the items but not the recipes? Well, I don't really think of Think's labs as mod reviews or mod spotlights. I've even taken them out of the titles because I don't want to mislead people, because they really aren't mod reviews or mod spotlights. They're stories that are aided by maybe a central mod. So it sort of features the mod in the story. However, it's not a mod review, a traditional mod review as you guys know them. I'm sure you've watched a few, and that's why you're asking this, but they just won't fit in the storyline. I mean, could you imagine me going up to the creepers and say, oh, Kevin, I wonder how you made this. Oh, here, now you use 3 wool and 4, that doesn't work. It'll stall the storyline. It'll make the videos too long, not exciting, and that's why I leave them out. There are plenty of other videos that will show you the recipes if you want to see them, or all you really need to do to replace, if you liked the mod that I was using, make sure you have not enough items installed, and it will show you the crafting recipe for every single item. Tom Does Minecraft says, how come I wasn't invited to your 300,000 subs party? Wait, was it because I don't have a Twitter account? Yes. The reason, or the way, for those of you guys who saw the 300,000 or the surprise party one, what I usually do is if I'm going to use, or if I need a crowd, I love using you guys for the crowd. So what I do is I send a tweet out and say, hey guys, send me your IGNs on Twitter here, and I'll put you in the video. And I collect, depending on the size of the scene, but usually between 50 and 100 of you guys. Takes a while, but it's totally worth it. And then you guys get to be in the video. So if you want to be in a Think's lab and a future Think's lab, make sure you follow me on Twitter. Caitlin Schlick asks, how did you do the texting for your surprise party on Think's lab? It looks so cool. It's all editing, but it is really, really cool. I love the effect. Thunderstruck says, I just started getting into Minecraft Survival and I only watched your recent episodes of Survival, so I was wondering how you built that underwater temple under the bridge you have built. I can't think of the exact episode number right now, but when I publish this video, I'll put a link in the description. It's somewhere in the 50s because that's when I created that area. So yeah, we'll look at it. It should be in the mid-50s somewhere. Michael Stokes asks, do you think, can you make a downloadable map of Think's lab? One day, yes, but I like to keep it to myself for now. Jerome Villanueva asks, but why play Minecraft PE on a Fire TV, not your iPhone? Well, one, an iPhone is tiny, and the resolution doesn't look so good on YouTube, and the Fire TV outputs at 1080p. The other reason is the controls on an iPhone, I mean, they cover half the screen. And just, I think that I can make better videos on Minecraft PE on the Fire TV versus the iPhone, and that's why. Awesome Chespin asks, can you leave a link to your resource pack in the description? Yes, I can. Go ahead down to the description and you can grab the one I use for Hunger Games. Cool Dude 233 says, in the Elemental Creepers mod, does the Wind Creeper really make a fart sound, or was it just an edit? That was just an edit. When I tried out the Creeper and I saw that it pushed me and it was called a Wind Creeper, I was like, oh, I should make like a whooshing sound like the wind. And I was like, wait a minute, I can think of a better one and make the Creeper break wind. Mohammed Al-Hamadi asks, think, what mod did you use to make a sign hang out the pictures in Think's lab? I think, and I'm not sure, because I had a few mods installed, I think that is in the 1.7 version of custom NPCs. V Brown says, think in your YouTuber Vlogs mod, you didn't show one of Sky videos. Why? Well, the reason for that is because, and I did include all of the YouTubers, whether I showed their video or not, I did include a link to them in the description because, you know, I did reference them. So it gave them all credit. But the thing is, the reason I didn't use some of their videos, Sky and Stampy specifically, is because I have no contact with either of them, and I have no way of contacting either of them. And I was worried if I put some of their video in my video, worried that they might get upset, copyright infringement, that sort of thing, and I had no way of contacting them directly to, you know, to work things out, so I left them out. Mackenzie Cone asks, and in your Things Lab videos, what city project is the city that you use? I use different ones in the videos depending on what I want to accomplish or what I want to blow up. I usually, no, I think always include a link to that particular city map in the description on that Things Lab. Jane Safong asks, how long does it take to do Things Lab videos? That depends on what you mean. I mean, if you include all of the prep work, or if you include the research, then the prep work, then the filming, and then the editing and the uploading and everything, I'd say in total, some of them have taken 10 plus hours, easily. Yoshi Maniac says, can you start a new adventure map? Because if you could, it could be awesome. Noodle on. Well, I'm planning on doing that in Minecraft PE. Just to make it a little bit different, do adventure maps in that. Although, when Diversity 2 comes out, I'm definitely playing that. Rafael Oliveira asks, when you played Minecraft PE, how did you get the Skyblock map? I've been playing Minecraft PE for over a year and never found something like that. Well, there was an app that I sideloaded because Fire TV doesn't really get things from the Google Play Store. And it was called like Minecraft PE Maps. And I click Skyblock and it put it right into Minecraft. Adriana Lopez says, can you do a Skylander series? And I don't really know what Skylanders is, but I loved what Cameron Hell says. Can I borrow your star so my little cousins can get to the next world, please? Also, so they can stop attacking me. And I really love that he wants the star. Minecraft 53 says, can you fly? And Sonderfrost says, can't everyone? Of course we can. All noodlers can fly. All right, guys, that's it for this week's Ask Thing. Don't forget to leave your questions in the comments below so I can have something to answer next week. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching, and of course, noodle on.